Shut up and sit down.
Hey whippersnappers, it's the Geezer here, and I'm going to show you how to build a base. After this new foundation update that contained a lot of things, one of the main things was you're now able to build a base or bases. And maybe it's not immediately clear how to do that, so I will show you how to do that. There's a couple of different ways to start. If you're out in space in a system and you do a scan of a planet, it might point you to a thing that says habitable base. To start a base, you have to find this little round building to start from, and it might point you to one on one of the planets, so you could go there and start the base there. Or if you're on a planet and you don't know where a habitable base is, you can plop down a signal booster and you can choose to find one through that, and I'll show you that. First of all, I'm on a planet it pointed me to a habitable base, so I went here, and this is what it looks like when you find one. It's just this little round structure like this. You might just come across them on planets, maybe, I'm not sure. But this is what it looks like if you do find one. It's just this round single room. And if you aren't able to find one of these scanning for one, you need to access the build menu, which is new. You push up on the D-pad and you get tech stuff. If you're not inside your base, you can only do tech stuff. So you need to put down signal booster. So you need some iron and some platinum, and then you can place it, and it put one there, and then you can go up and access the signal booster, and it'll give you some options of things to find, one of which is a habitable base. So if you're on a planet that you like, you want to call it home, build your base there, and you don't know where a habitable base is yet, you can plop down signal booster and then search for a habitable base like that. You can also search for resource deposits, colonial outposts, and drop pod, and that's it. This signal booster replaces the signal scanner, even though it still says signal scanner here. But it replaces the signal scanner that you used to find out in the world. You won't find them now. You'll just make one yourself, and you can search for these 4 different things, and that's it. Okay, so let's say you found your habitable base. And this is what it starts with, right? So then you can go inside, and you must claim it as yours and make this planet your home planet. And you do that by accessing this is a terminal type thing here with the little triangle on it. And that's a teleport terminus. And this is a base item cache. And I'll explain these other things in a second. So what you would do to claim this as your home planet and make this your base is you interact with this. Now I've already made a base on another planet, and here's what happens if you've done that. It gives you warnings and says pre-existing base detected, base procurement limit reached. Claiming this base will delete your previous base, and most of the resources you used to build your previous base will be made available in the item cache. And now realize it says most of. So if you've built another base, put a lot of stuff in it, and then you change your mind and want to put your base on a different planet, I don't think you're going to get all your stuff back. It says most of, so I'm not sure yet, how much it's going to keep and not return to you, but this is how you claim your home planet, so I'm going to do that. So now this base is mine, this planet is my home planet. This item cache now, before if I'd try to interact with it, it wouldn't have let me interact with it because there was nothing in there. But now that I interact with it, the container has, it didn't give me much. It gave me iron and, I guess it didn't. I didn't make much of a base before, so it gave me 310 iron and 25 platinum. You use iron a lot in building stuff for your base, and platinum. There's basically just 3 things you use, but those are the 2 main ones. So I'm not going to take those right now. Okay, the other thing in here, this is a teleporter. You use this to teleport up to the space station. right now I cannot use it because I just made this my base and I haven't accessed the terminal in the space station yet. So what you have to do to make this work is you go up to the space station after you've claimed your base or claimed your home planet, and then use the teleporter in the space station to come back to your base. And then it's a two-way trip after that. You can use this teleporter to go back to the base, and you can you can use this teleporter to go back to the station, and then from the station back down to your base. And it takes your ship with you both ways. Your ship will be outside your base, or the ship will be inside the space station. But you have to claim your home planet first, and then go up to the space station and teleport back to it to be able to go from here to up to the space station. Okay, so building stuff. Once you've claimed your base, your home planet, you can build stuff with the build menu, and you'll see now I have more menus, more sets they call them in here. I have special terminals, room parts, structure, containers, tech. Those are the different menus. Oh, and I only have containers right now because I already had previously built a base and done a couple things to give me access to these containers. You'll have to do a couple things first before you can get access to these. So you can build either from inside your base or outside, whichever you like. If you want to, here, I'll show you what it looks like outside. Let's say I wanted to stick another room coming off of here, this window thing, sure. And let's look at, we don't want room parts, we want structure. Let's build this is a straight corridor. And see the bottom menu there says place object, rotate, which is it doing it? Oh yeah, you hold down the button and then rotate. Let me see if it'll let me do it. Come here, buddy. There we go. Rotate? No, it's not doing it. All right, that's finicky. Anyway, you're supposed to be able to rotate them. So it's green when you can place them and red when you can't. And it snaps, the pieces snap onto things. So you can either do this from inside or outside. So if you want to place it, just place X. And now I've got a little corridor. If we go inside, you can see what that looks like. See, just a little corridor. Let's say we want to stick a little room on the end of that. Let's do, there's cylindrical room. See how it opens up like that? It shows green, that means you can place it. And there it is, made a little room. Pretty cool. Now, you can hire people to work for you, aliens that you meet on space station now. So you'll want to do that, and they give you sort of like quests to give you access to other building things like those containers. So the first one you want to build is construction terminal, this one. So you plop that down. Yeah, and I had hired this builder before. I already have him, see, because I had already hired him before when I built my base before, but the first time you do this, you won't have anybody here. It'll just be the terminal, and you'll need to go up to the space station and hire a construction guy. Although you might be in an area or a system that doesn't have the right type of alien race for that, because to do the next one, they want you to build a science terminal, and you need a Kovacs alien for that, and so you need to find a Kovacs system to hire one of those. But then there are other kinds. There's a farming guy, which is a Gek. There's an armorer, which is a Vy'keen. Forget if there's anything else. I think there are 4. There might be 5, something I'm forgetting. Anyway, so you build the different terminals, hire the different guys, and they will do stuff for you. Like you can have plants growing for you where you can harvest resources from time to time, different resources, all kinds of stuff. Research different technology for you. Fun stuff. All right, so let's go back outside and look at that. there's my little round room. You can also build up if you want. Let's go back to structure. See, you can build up if you want. And then you can put in ladders and stuff like that. This is a foundation. Like if the terrain is not entirely flat, you can put down foundation. It says providing solid foundation for any structure can be anchored to all types of terrain. So you can put that down. Lots of different things to build in here. Containers are good to have. I don't have any of these yet, but they hold a lot of extra space. A lot of stuff you can put in there. Tech menu scene. These are the different terminals. Construction we have. Science terminal. Construction. Those are the only two we can build right now. You have to build the science next, and then they'll give you access to the next terminal. That's about it for right now. Base building's pretty simple. The main thing is to find this habitable base on a planet, and if you don't find one while you're out in space, put down one of these signal boosters, and then claim this terminal. I mean, this base as your own, and the planet as your home planet. And then to be able to teleport, like I said, go up to the space station and teleport back down to your base, and then you can go both ways. Makes it very easy. And then if you want to keep this planet as your home planet and this is your base, you can go to any other system. And as long as you go to the space station and teleport, it'll bring you right back to your home base with your ship, which is very handy. Okay, that's base building. It's pretty simple. Follow the instructions of the people you hire, and they will unlock more recipes for things on how to build different technologies and structures. Let's see if this guy tells me. They'll tell you to go collect certain resources and things. Like now I need to build voltaic cells, and I can't do that yet. I have to find a Kovacs guy to go to be able to do that. So make sure you talk to these guys after you hire them, and they'll give you things to do. Okay, well that's going to be it for now, snappers. Hope that was useful, and I will catch you next time.